Hi, this is Kathy at inkingpaperwithkat.com. Today's project is a very special box that is designed to hold one of these Yankee Wax Potpourri Tarts. This one obviously is meant for a Christmas gift, but for today's project we're going to make one to celebrate Thanksgiving. To start with, you need a piece of cardstock that's 5 by 8.5. Get your scoreboard out. And we are going to score on the long side, the landscape side, at 3, 4, 7, and 8. While you have your paper in this position, we're going to add 2 more score lines, but we don't want to go all the way to the bottom. We only want to go to about 3.5 inches. So at 3.5, score down to about that 3.5 inch mark, and at 7.5. I like laying something across. I'm not really good at just eyeballing it, and I like it to be even. Now let's turn it to our portrait side or our short side, and we are going to score at 1, 4, 4.5. And that's it for the scoring. Alright, now we are going to remove some sections. We need to remove this whole section up here. So if you have the row of 3 thin lines on your right, there is one large 3-inch wide section on your left. That is the only section we are going to leave up here. So we are going to cut that whole section out. We're also going to take out this one small rectangle on the bottom. And then we're going to cut up these score lines to the first horizontal line. Now you want to go back in and notch out these tabs. You also want to take a small wedge out of that attaching seam. And we're going to do one more cut after we've done our folding and burnishing. You're going to fold on that first 3-inch line, then don't fold on that line right now. Fold on the next one. And the same on the other side. Leave that partial line unfolded at this point. Okay, now that we can see our corners really well, we're going to do one more thing with the scoring. We're going to do some diagonal score lines that go from the end of that score to each corner. Just line it up as carefully as you can. And we want to do it on both sections. Okay, now we're going to finish our folds and burnishing. After you have folded and burnished this top section, you do want to take a very small wedge out of that first section, only that first section. That's the flap that's going to tuck into your box, and if you don't take the wedges out, I can tell you from experience, it is difficult to get them to tuck in neatly. Great, all the folding and burnishing is done there. Now, we're going to fold in the opposite direction on those partial folds. And then we're going to try to fold very gently on those diagonals. Okay, so it should look like that when you're done. All right, let's put our box together. Some fast fuse. Line it up. Okay, this is the front of your box. We tuck our flaps in, fold the back up, and then we're going to put some fast fuse on this front fold. Make sure you square it up. Now, gently press in. And tuck your flap in. And you've got your box, and you can see it's got a bit of a triangular shape on the sides, that nice deep indentation. And your little Yankee Potpourri Tart will slip right in, and it will still close up quite nicely. All right, let's get on with the decoration for this box. You're going to start with a 2 3/8 inch scallop punch, and this is Into the Woods DSP. And it has this really nice rich raspberry print on it. Then you need a piece of your cardstock, and you want a 2-inch circle. Then a piece of very vanilla, and we're going to do our stamping. I'm using the rich raspberry ink and a stamp that says "Grateful for You." Appropriate Thanksgiving message, I think. Perfect. And then we're going to use a 1 3/4 inch scallop punch. Center that. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm using this Curvy Corner Trio from Stampin' Up, and it has this great little slot. And I want to put a slot on the top and the bottom of this piece so that my ribbon can actually go through it. And if you see that here, this would slide up and down because the ribbon is going through it. What I like to do is turn it over, find one of the little scallops. I slide it in, make sure I'm centered on a scallop, slide it in as far as it'll go, and push down. And there you go. Now I'm going to be able to slide my ribbon through that. We're going to raise these up with some dimensionals. Now I want the dimensionals to be more on the edge because I don't want it to interfere at all with anything. Center that up. Take your sentiment. I like using 2 so it doesn't crush down. Now, I need this to be straight, and I need it to match up with where my ribbon is going to go through. So you want to find those little slots and lay it on. Okay, I'm using some vanilla colored twill tape. What you want to do is slide it into the back in the top hole. come in on the bottom one, back to the front. Put it on your box, bring it around. And you can tie your bow. See how my bow goes. Not bad. Trim your ribbon. And there you have it, a wax potpourri tart holder. Grateful for you, and I'm grateful that you come and join me. Thank you.